Welcome to my channel Shanti. Last class we have seen if statement, nested if statements a lot. Today we are going to see about polymorphism. What is a polymorphism? Okay. Polymorphism is nothing but polymorphism. Poly means what is poly means combination. Morphs means nothing but many forms. Okay. So we can see the example. What is polymorphism? Polymorphism is divided into two types: comparative polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. Comparative polymorphism is divided into two types. Comparative polymorphism is static binding and late binding, that is function overloading and operator overloading. Function overloading and operator overloading, that is function overloading and operator overloading. And runtime polymorphism is virtual function. So what is polymorphism is divided into comparative polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. Comparative polymorphism is nothing but operator function overloading and operator overloading. What is runtime polymorphism is virtual functions. Okay. Function overloading is what is function overloading. Let us see the example. What is function overloading? What are the examples of function overloading? Function overloading is nothing but a function consists of many functions. Function which consists of same name but different number of arguments. What is that function overloading? Function which consists of same name but different number of arguments. That is called as function overloading. Function overloading is same function overloading. It has the same name but different number of arguments. But instead of base class function is called, derived class function is called. First we will see what is base class function, what is derived class function. Let's move on to the example, and next another we will move on to example. What is function overloading? Okay, we'll see an example. Function overloading. What is function loading? I asked what is function loading. I am said what is polymorphism divided into two types: function overloading and function overriding. So we will see function loading, meaning that is which has same name but different number of arguments. So this is the definition of function overloading. Let us see the detailed example of function overloading. What is an detailed example of function overloading? Which consists of the same name but different arguments. Example, class A. A is the user defined name. This is first how to create a class name. Okay, first how to create a class name. Creating class. How to create a class by making use of this class name, flower bracket, open flower bracket, close bracket. Instead we have method definition, method declaration, variable declaration. Here variable declaration. Okay, semicolon. So how to create a class in the function overloading? Class name. Inside we have variable declaration and function declaration. Okay, or we can use a function definition also we can say. Okay, variable declaration is nothing but what is variable declaration? What is variable declaration? Variable declaration is nothing but int a, float b, character A1 and character A1. This is integer, means integer variable. It consists of integer bytes. It takes 2 bytes. Float consists of 4 bytes. Float variable name. Character variable name. String S1 variable name. The end of the line must put semicolon. That is very important. This is creating. Already we have seen this one. Again I am giving the example to you. This is for a data type. How to create a data type means already we have seen this one. Int variable name, float variable name, character, string. Integer means consists of positive numbers. A float consists of decimal values. Character consists of single only accepting only single characters. String consists of collection of characters, accepting collection of characters. Okay, this is called as variable declaration. You know the syntax of variable declaration. What is data type variable name? This is your end of the line must put semicolon. Okay, with this and all you have already seen. Again I am giving the some Vedan having the doubt of this variable declaration. Again I am giving you the same examples for you. I'm giving the same definition again. I'm giving the definition for how to creating a declaration, variable declaration. So int variable name, float variable name, character variable name, string variable name. So that is user defined only any name, but you have to give meaningfully. Name should be meaningful. Okay. You know what is the rules of creating variables? At the end of the line must put semicolon. Names, variable name should be giving meaningfully and starts with the uppercase letter. In the middle you have lowercase letter following the lowercase letter. So these are the rules of creating variable declarations. Okay. You know how to create a class also. You have to know how to create a variable declaration. Function declaration, you know, we have already seen the function declaration also. What is function declaration? Function declaration. Function declaration. What is function declaration? What is the syntax of function declaration? What is the syntax? What is the syntax of function declaration? Data type, function name of parameter list. What is called as data type, function name of parameter list. Parameter list. Data type, function name of parameter. The end of the line must put semicolon. And in each statement, C allows or in the end of the line must put semicolon. That is C follows. That is must in C must need to put a semicolon. Data type, function name. Data type, function name of parameter list. At the end of the line must put semicolon. So data type, you know, any integer, float, void or character or string, whatever it is, it's allowed. Function name is any name, but this is the built-in type data type. Function name is user defined one. Any name you can give, but you should be meaningful. Start with lowercase letter. At the end, the middle follows the uppercase letter. That is the function name is allowed. What is that one? Starting. What is the rules of function name and variable name? Starting must be starts with the uppercase letter. For the middle will following with the uppercase letter. And the end of the line must be semicolon. And in the middle case, underscore is allowed, but no asterisks allowed, no special characters allowed for creating variable names or creating function names. Okay. Parameter list means parameters, creating a variable declaration here. Int a comma int b. This is called a parameter list. Data type, function name also. Let us see the example of function. Let us see the example. Let us see the example. Let us see the example of creating function. Example of creating function. Example of creating function. How to create an example of function? Data type is nothing but int. Function name is sum, comma, parameter list is int a, semicolon. This is your function declaration. This is your function declaration. I will say the function definition. How to create a function definition? So int is nothing but your data type. Int is nothing but your data type. Sum is your function name. Sum is your function name. This is your parameter list. This is your parameter list. Okay. This is your data type. Another example you can give it as also void display function, display of semicolon. This is your data type. This is your function name. This is your parameter list is nothing. Parameter list is nothing but nor. So parameter is nothing is nothing. You are not specified anything means it is your default function. This is called as default function. If there is no parameter list, this is called as default function. The function which consists of no parameter list is called as default function. The function which consists of parameter list is called as the function with parameters, one parameter or two parameters. Okay. It consists of data type. Sum is called as function name. This is your parameter list is called as integer data type. This void is nothing but your return type. Display is your function name. This is your parameter type. Next class we will see what is function overloading, what is function overloading, what is operator overloading, okay, what is virtual function. We will see the detailed examples next class we will see. And if there is any doubts in this class, please please put comments in the description below so I can clarify your doubts. Thank you.